Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2. It's been a few days since I've had an update because I have been under the weather and it looks like I'm on the mend. So I hope that this recording can go on for longer than 5 minutes without me hacking a lung up. If not, well, I guess I will be deleting this recording and you will never see it. Well, were, when I last left off, I had been focusing on England before we were in the Byzantine Empire. At least my retinue was in the Byzantine Empire, and then fighting with Hungary against the Golden Horde, and then we started getting Gwenthigs who had claims that we were able to start pressing in southern England. And that way, we were able to take the duchies of Somerset and Kent and Bedford, and this last duchy, the Duchy of Norfolk, put us over the top and allowed us to usurp. Oh, excuse me, don't forget Northumberland. Put me over the top and allowed me to usurp the throne of England, leaving its dukes scattered and weaker off than they were before. And now they're easy pickings, because I am now the rightful king of England. I can demand their territories. Now, since the last time I played, I did install the Republic DLC, or activate it, I should say. And the portrait of my king has changed. And it's strange, because some of my sons have also. This one didn't change. But, anyways. And another thing that happened was being able to take over the Kingdom of Scotland. I had missed that I had a claim to the Kingdom of Scotland. And I was able to press that just outright and increase our territory. So, I'm very close to creating the Empire of Britannia. Guirgant is now on the verge of having enough power to declare himself an emperor. And I only need one more territory to do so. So, let's choose a weak duke to make an example of. They were in a couple of wars that we don't need to get into. The Holy Roman Emperor is fighting Venice in an embargo war, and the Bohemian king is fighting Susa, and it looks like Bohemia has this under control. I wonder if they're using... it looks like they're using... mercenaries. That could be a retinue as well. But they've got that well in hand, so we can focus on gaining our imperial title. Let's get this underway. We can usurp the Duchy of Norfolk. We'll definitely be doing that. In fact, thinking that my Chancellor, my son, can be recalled, because I don't need that anymore. I can just press a de jure claim, and if he doesn't want to become my vassal, then to hell with him. We'll take the territory by force. So we will recall our son. You don't have to risk your life out there, son, anymore. Now, we declare war for Oxford. We will not call any of our allies in, because our retinue will be able to take care of any petty duke with our 18,000 men, which makes me 18,500 men actually. Which makes me remember to look at my retinue. Look at that! Ah, the Fifth Holy Roman Venetian Embargo War has ended. Kaiser Gerlach the First of Holy Roman Empire won. I have a huge amount of soldiers that I can fill my retinue with, and I'm thinking, looks like we have a call to arms. Oh. I'm thinking of creating another retinue that I can use elsewhere in the world. I don't know when I will need that to happen. Oh, look at this! Tangier is independent. They are of the Kingdom of Mauritania. I may have to do something about that. Can you create that without being... Yes, you can. But you're going to need 10 counties in order to create it. We only have 4, but we do have the ability to press for 2 more. Let's just get an idea of what Mauritania, what de jure territories it has. Interesting. It looks like Genoa has held this territory for long enough for it to pass into their territories, into their de jure kingdom. Yes, we don't have to worry about other territories falling into their power. Well, in about 27 years, the Duchy of Timbuktu will become Genoese de jure territory. Alright. Well, that is something to worry about later. We have an empire to create. And Oxford is 57. Actually, I'm older than he is. But it looks like he was not a very rich duke, because his territories, or his holdings, have not been upgraded very well. My retinue is just able to storm again and again, assault, hold each holding, and overwhelm the forces there. Without any trouble. Sure, a few men die, but there is much glory to be had in the service in my retinue. Glory and gold. All we need to do is destroy his forces. Oh. Geralt Murdoch died. 100%. We will offer peace and enforce our demands. Now we have a piece of land here that we can pass out. Let's see. I could give my grandson some land. Wirgant ap Iago. I think we've looked at this guy before. He's got good fertility, but he is... I mean, he's got a good trait here with his being a fortune builder. But he does balance it out with being a homosexual, with that minus 15%. But it does, again, it doesn't matter. Look at how many kids he has. So at least our line is very strong through that line of succession. And my second son, wow, yes, the Byzantines. I was wondering why some of the children looked a little bit different. Okay, well, I could land Guirgant. I could give Count Iago some land. Dristan has some land because of his work in Northumberland. Perhaps someone in my court that is related to me, I can pass the land on to him. Who is this Arthfel Gwynthig? My cousin. He's 65. I think this will do. His son, Aenir Gwynthig, will inherit the lands afterwards. So I will grant him the title Count of Oxford. This is a very rich land, as long as he upgrades it. Comes with a city, the bishopric, and 2 baronies. Do not stab me in the back. And with that, our domains have grown to such a size that we find it appropriate to call it Britannia. Oh, listen to that music. Emperor Guirgant the Wise has created the title Empire of Britannia. Let's look at it. Ooh. Our home sigil or insignia has changed, and there it is, Britannia, an empire. Now, I have a lot of gold and not a lot of piety. Well, I have an okay amount of gold, I should say. I could stand to reorganize my kingdom. Let's see, how do my vassals feel about me? He wants control of the county of Bordeaux, the Duke of Aquitaine. Where are you? Who is Count Domingo of Bordeaux? And who is fighting? Ah, I see. County of Troyes. Beaumont de Blois is attacking the Kingdom of France. Well, there is a castle here that needs to be dealt with. But I will give you Bordeaux. That is not a problem. Okay. Well, at the moment, I'm going to advance a day or so. At the moment, it doesn't look like anybody is really truly upset that I have so many kingdoms under my thrall here. But I will be very shortly. I will be very shortly reorganizing our territories here. The Kingdom of Portugal can be created. It will cost me another 200 piety. And I could pass that off to... I wonder if I can make the Queen. And where is Beja? I feel like my voice is aging as each passing moment. Oh, it is Beja. Okay. Sorry. Where did he come from? Duke Gomez. His father is Duke Antonio of Galicia. Alright. Well, now we can have kings as vassals. I'm thinking of holding on to the the King of England title, and trying to keep as many troops centralized in my power. I want to be the most powerful king, and I want to make it a little bit more difficult for others, my vassal kings, to rebel against me successfully. So we cannot create the Kingdom of Finland, unfortunately. So, de jure kingdoms, this is going to be into the Kingdom of Wales. That's fine. Now, we could try for Rus, though. And that is something that I've been thinking about. Where do we go from here? And as it stands, I think I might hold off on spending my piety to create another kingdom. And what I will do is take my retinue, and we will start. The Golden Horde is a blight on the land. The Ilkhanate has turned orthodox, and unfortunately, that means that we cannot fight them head on. But the Golden Horde is still Tengri, I believe. Let's take a look. Yes, they should be still Tengri. That's what that excuse me. That's what the blue shows. So right now, the Kingdom of Rus, I believe it still exists in one territory, and he is imprisoned by King Roman I of Sweden. But if we were to hold half of the titles, then we could create that kingdom and have a vassal king. We could make it whoever we wanted. And I think that is where we're going to go after we bring the dukes, these independent dukes, to heel. The first thing I'm going to do is offer vassalization to them. That is the gracious thing, is to offer them vassalization. I will give them the opportunity to bend the knee to their new emperor. But they are fools. So the only thing that I have, the only choice that I have, is to press my claims to kingship in war. Duke Robert II of Hereford, your emperor commands you. No? Well, then we will march upon your territories, and we will wrest them from you, as is our right, as your your liege. Ah! Our knowledge of castle infrastructure in Gwent increased to level 2. Something that I've been waiting a long time for. So let's start spending some money here. Has castle infrastructure increased anywhere else? Nope. That we can... No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that, because I would love to be able to update that. And now the wars for the unification of Britannia have begun. Duke Harald III's justice has brought peace to a troubled province. Fewer crimes are committed, and fewer complaints are heard in the province. The peasants have never been happier. Duke of Leinster, glad to hear it. And we batter down the gates. Aha! And the Duke must surrender to us. British Herefordian de jure war over Hereford has ended. Emperor Gregorant I of Britannia has won. Ah, my niece needs an education. How about we give her over to Tristan. Well, let's see. I don't know. Tristan might have children that he needs to attend to. The Count of Gloucester. My vassal. No. Okay. Christina. My wife. And now, we turn to you, Duke of Lancaster. Will you... Well, we can't offer vasalization, because he's at peace. Well, you should not be fighting. You should be here, bending the knee. And because I am now Emperor, I demand that you turn over the lands of Norwich. Our armies will be upon your doorstep forthwith. Duke Eustace the First of Lancaster has brought Earl Walter of Lincoln into the British Lancastrian de jure war over Warwick. Ah, my prisoner! Gilmuir Gwynthig is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon, asking for more suitable accommodations. We'll let him rot for the moment. These wars are not going to be cheap. Let's see what our prisoners... Whoa, we have 35 known plots within the kingdom. Oh. And we have quite a few kills. Someone of Perm. Something must be done. Gilmuir, prisoner in Britannia. I will release you. 55, you're no worth to me. Malmere as well. I don't know about the others. Douglas loves me. I will ransom you. But Edward hates me. That would be a miscalculation. He's envious, he'll plot. Douglas, we can use the money in our campaign against these English. Who will not accept me as their rightful ruler. I am an emperor. Think of the prestige that would come from being in my company. But no, they're selfish, pig-headed, the lot of them. It is on their doorstep that you should bring your calls of woe, as hundreds are cut down in this conflict. I only seek to create a united empire. The Second Bohemian Susan Excommunicated Wars ended. King Gotthard of the First of Bohemia won. See, he didn't need my help. What's really hurting me is this huge retinue that I have. Apparently one of my courtiers has been annoying my wife Aif, and instead of asking me for help, she took the matter into her own hands and made sure the courtier would never annoy her again, or he'd know the consequences. What? What on earth was she thinking? Duke Benedict the First opinion of Emperor Gwynegund the First changes by 25. She did the right thing. My wife. She loves me. She's honest, just, she's zealous. She's 66. She's the only one who loved and possessed. Fool. She did the right thing. A possessed, crusadering fool. But if anyone called me fool to my face, yeah, bad things would happen to them. Ah, large castle city has been built in Matrafall. So hopefully that will start giving us some monies. Put some money into our treasury. Now, this is... Can I... I was hoping that I could grant them a kingship. But I guess their title's already such that... I'm almost considering just putting all of Ireland under them. Oh, I can't do that because I have other dukes. Let's see. Yeah. If I could revoke the titles, I would put them underneath the Republic. Okay. Duke Eustace of Lancaster has decided to cede his territory of Warwick to the Imperial Army. Now my domain is too big. I'm feeling very generous today. Caradog, my kinsman. Would you like some land in Warwick, perhaps? We need more Gwenthigs in the castles. Ah, now we can start usurping these titles. I'm not sure if I'm quite ready to. If I usurp the titles, I can give them the duchies over to, I can give the duchies over to whoever I choose. And they can actually press their own claims for the territories as well. And our retinue is almost swelling again. And my cousin, Duchess Tangwhistle, who's seen better days by the look of her. What do you say? No! You as well? You're my blood! She says that I'm a foreign culture, even though she likes me a little bit. Oh well. I must press imperial law justly, even upon my allies. If you will not bend the knee, you will share the same fate as the other lords of England. Duchess Eleanor of Somerset has usurped the title Duchy of Bedford from Count Cynthli of Bedford. Interesting. So now she holds the Duchy of Bedford and Somerset, which I said would eventually happen. Excuse me. Ah, she's bringing her army, but it's not going to do no good. Ah, castle infrastructure in Gwynedd has increased. Very good. Where is that? Over here. Let's get these... Oh, and then this is improved keeps as well. So we need to get that. The people complain that this is a bloody war, but it is necessary for the good of the realm. let's see. Now, how is this person not? Ah, his liege is the Duchy of Norfolk. The Duke of Norfolk. Reigning in Argentan Evero. Barony of Argentan. Oh, in Evero. That is where the Duke is. Well. Taking that into consideration, it looks like I will be usurping the Duchy of Norfolk. And now, I will give you a chance to be my vassal, and yet you say no. How many ducal titles do I have? Duchy of Northumberland, Norfolk, and Gloucester. Definitely do not. Oh, well, we have Hereford and Gloucester. Let's do this. Do I have any other Gwynthigues that I would like to give land to? Is it your father? Oh, you're going to inherit. You're going to inherit soon, so... Perhaps another Gwynthig. No? Alright, courtiers. How about you, dear smug face? I'll give you the land, the County of Hereford. Uh-oh. Count Edward of Hereford, his heir is... Ralph? Scarborough? Ah, that's fine. York will be a part of our domain very, very soon. Uh-huh. You hate me. You love me. I will grant you the Duchy of Gloucester and include the lower titles. I think that should be that's de jure Gloucester territory, but Somerset owns it at the moment. Yes? Yes, they do. Alright, Norfolk. The Earl of Norfolk, you say no to my offer. My generous offer of protection. What about you, Lincoln? All of these territories. It is a bloody business. No one will recognize my claims. And so the enemy... The enemy? My retinue marches from territory to territory. Robbing the women of their sons and their fathers. A jihad has been called for Persia. The great Shia Caliph Sabah I has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs in the kingdom of Persia. He urges all righteous Shia Muslims to take up arms against the depraved Khagan Morokha of Ilkhanate. For the glory of Islam, Allah is merciful. Foolish infidels. Well, while we're over here, let's see. Are they so foolish? Well, yes, they are. Because the only thing that's left of the Muslims is Egypt. Well, let's look. Now, there are Shia Muslims in these territories that still hold on to their faith. But the only kingdoms that it appears that would be able to do anything to try to fight for Persia are down here. They've been relegated to this area. And it'll be interesting to see if the Ilkhanate breaks up or not. But I don't imagine that they will. So it's just going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with the Byzantines, between the Byzantines and the Ilkhanate. And there are no other, I mean the Mali over here. Genoa has pretty much taken over all the territory. I'm not sure that I like that one bit. But as I was saying, kinswoman is coming of age. What a wonderful diplomat she is, and attractive. What if I arrange you a marriage with another great diplomat? Well, if I had one, I would. I could look at the people list, but at this moment I'm not really too thrilled. But Davith definitely seems to be okay. Make sure that they are Gwynthig's. Ha! I hope that the people of the land can understand what I'm trying to do for them. And once united, we will be a powerful force to do good in the world. If we could only get past this time of rebellion. I fought for the kingdom of England. And Earl Martin has bent the knee. Lincoln, will you bend the knee? And he says no. So now I must declare war upon him. And the king's retinue must move on into a new territory. It does not matter. They say they do it because it is right. But it's not recognizing the law the good and righteous thing to do. The rightful law of the land. And what good is all of this bloodshed? I'm stressed out. And possessed. Offer vassalization, must be at peace. And this is York. Now I could take the title Duchy of York and press it in that manner. Let's see what we have here. Oxford, Hereford. Don't want to. Oh, I could take that as well, huh? Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. And for your insolence, Tangwhistle. And you were a Gwynthig. I expected better of you. I must usurp your title. And bestow it upon someone more deserving. Actually, I might give it to my son. What's your That's what I will do. He will not. She will not. Still not accept vassalization. Ha! Earl Robert of Westmoreland. He has heard of the king's retinue. So I'm gonna give. Let's see. What are my duchies right now? Norfolk, York, and Northumberland. Norfolk, York, and Northumberland. And I just took York because I wanted to push his claim. So that's Lancaster territory. Alright. This is York. Just trying to decide exactly how I want to do this. How I want to distribute this territory. If I make Iago the Duke, he is my heir. How old is he? He's stressed out too? He's 49. His son is now 30. How come you have all these... How do you already have these strong titles? Okay, I'm going to invest the title of York in my son. Maybe not. Think about it for just a moment longer. What if I gave Northumberland to someone? I don't want to give it to my son. That son. Anyway. So I could give it to my second son. Or my grandson. Tato. Tilo. I guess I can give it to my son. My second son. Since Prince Iago, or his grandson, will be next in line. And I should be getting Glamorgan back into my personal domain. I want to get rid of this Norfolk, though, too. But I don't want to give up this one territory. I think I might have to. Okay. Let's see if there are any other good and honest men. Kind, greedy, wroth, and lustful. Sounds like a good recipe for a duke. Ah, yes. Go to Suffolk County, please. And I will grant you the title Duke of Norfolk, including the lower titles. Now you'll be able to find a good wife. Westmoreland has heard of the king's retinue, and he will accept our offer of vassalage and swear fealty to me. And I will not have to massacre the population of his county. It all works out for the best. Does it not? Let's see. I don't think we can grab Lancaster yet. Would not matter if I took Northampton, or if I took the Duchy of Oxford. I'd still have to wait a while before I can attack. So the only other thing is to take Hereford, and I think that I will. Oh, I can't. Cannot usurp a title from someone who is at war. Okay. Well, Durban claim an award. Yeah, I don't know how to say that one. I don't want to say Worcester, but I don't think that's it. Alright, County of La Marche, Bellegarde. Whoa! Look at that. Okay, I've got to investigate this. King of France. Oh, his mother. I don't know if this is gonna last, but Serene Doge of Venice? Wow, how did this marriage arrangement come to pass? Okay, well, Count Élie of Martin is warring for France, but it's pretty cool to have King Barthélemy the Third of France as a person of color. Let's see. I don't know that he will be able to hold on to that power, though. Huh, interesting. Nice, that'll be on the history. And de Blois. De Blois. He might actually hold on to it, though. So I have nothing more here. Offer vassalization. She won't accept. You won't accept, or you're in war now. Alright. Well, we've almost got all of this territory. Now I would like, if I put anyone in charge of a territory, I'm definitely, it's like if I give someone a kingship, I definitely want to make sure that they are a Gwynthig. You get a bonus to same dynasty, so I'm definitely looking into that. I would also like to create the Kingdom of Lithuania. You only need 5. I would need to take these territories. Let's see, 1, 2 that are here. And Rus is... Oh, wow. Can you imagine how they must feel? Seriously. Rus used to be a huge territory. And it got... Over years, the Golden Horde came and pushed it. Sweden has now pushed it into one little territory. And he's in jail. This is a character that should be depressed and stressed. And we might as well take a look at our trade zones. Munster, look at that. Hopefully they could be a little bit more proactive. Oh, looks like Benevento? Ah, Benevento is new on the scene. Welcome, Benevento. Although I don't know, I guess they can expand in the HRE territory, but I wouldn't. Genoa is up here in Norway. That's funny. Alright. So shall we tire of our wars here? Let's see. Where do I have you going? That's no use. We will give the people a reprieve. Let's see, Duke. Duke Edward. Wow, both of them have the same heir, huh? Not exactly the greatest. we will be getting York under our control. Let's see what our military looks like right now. 100,000. Yes. Alright. So right now, if I wanted to, I could probably fight France. Well, yeah, I could definitely fight France. Look at the condition it's in right now. 28,000 troops is what they can raise. What about the HRE? At this point in time, 159,000. So they still have an edge. But I have a couple of campaigns that I would like to prosecute. The first being a war against Genoa. I would love to create the Kingdom of Mauritania here. And the Gwenthigs hate the Genoese. For calling the Holy Roman Emperor into, instigating embargo wars by the then King of Scotland and the Holy Roman Emperor, which we had to surrender to. We did get a little bit of payback on helping it with an embargo war against them, but they need to be brought down a few pegs. So let's load up our retinue on some ships. And we will push some of our imperial might against people. Earl Walter for England founded the Heinrich for England faction? I'm sorry, lords. But England is one of those kingdoms that I want to keep direct control over. Knowledge of bows in Gwent has increased to level 2. Trade practices. Go to bigger castle keep if we wanted to. Okay, I need 180 ships. Start building more territories and building more holdings, I should say. Oh, that's more than enough. Ah, the peasants have revolted in Scone, have they? Wonder if Scone can take care of that themselves. It would be nothing to take my troops over there. So let's just go take care of that. Vassal levies, or my vassals will be a little bit upset, but that's okay. Scone will appreciate it. Well, barely. Ah. Duchess of Scone. Estonia. Okay. Both in my domain here. Feeling that I'm going to have to dole out some kingships once we have our succession. Now, succession is going to be very interesting. Empire, agnatic, cognatic, primogeniture. Very good. And this shall be entertaining as well. 17,000. So all of their retinues, or all of their troops, are the size of my retinue. It's time to... It's time to war with Genoa. We'll see how this goes. Who pushed their de jure claim for 2 Taurudant. And we'll see what kind of armies they pull against us. Actually, if the HRE is not involved in any conflicts right now, attacking Susa, Holy Roman of Countess, yeah. I don't think they're going to have a problem with that. We can call... Oh! Huh. We don't have those allies anymore. Nah, I don't want the King of Bohemia getting in the way. That's fine. We have enough troops with our one army here. And they're very happy to be away overseas where they don't have to fight Englishmen or Welshmen. And they can just get down and fight the Genoese. Look at that. I must say, I'm a little bit impressed. Oh. I'm not impressed by the attrition I'm going to be suffering. Very good. Oh, twins were born to the happy couple. This is going to drain my money. I don't know if it's worth it to let it continue to drain my coffers or to assault. Not sure exactly which one. Might do some research when I'm not recording. Oh, a large castle city has been built in Carwent. Very good. And I was expecting more from the Genoese. The Pope is upset with our law of free investiture. The Holy Father is asking us to change it to comply with church doctrine. Ah, I'll pay him off. The greedy bastard. I will not change free investiture. The bishops in the land like me too much for it. Do I have any... Oh. No, I don't have any valid plots or ambitions right now. And 10,000 troops. Is that all that you could amass for me? I'm going to just quickly besiege this. Quickly assault this territory. The son was born to Aethan de Limerick and Princess Hineth of Denmark. Let's keep pressing our advantage here. Very wary about attacking. Hand your trade post. Oh no, I gained the trade ill. Alright. Well, let's leave it there. Will my king recover? My emperor. Now, will my emperor recover? Do I need to worry about my vassals? Of course I do. How shall I divvy up the territories? shall I make them kings? Vassal kings before my character dies. And that is something to consider. Especially... Whoa! My heir has a lot of prestige, by the way. But not enough piety to take care of everything that I would want. Well, it's good to be back. And I hope to bring more energy in successive episodes. But I thank you guys for taking time to watch. And I will be back very soon with another episode.